When neighbor Ted found the bald-faced hornet's nest, I hastily packed my gear. This was my chance to camera trap a bear devouring spiteful wasps and their tender, juicy larvae. This age-old drama of nature was on my camera trapping bucket list. With Lady Luck's consent, I would soon check it off as been there, done that. Ted's Norwegian moose hounds were clueless about the hornet's nest in that bushy live oak. It was 8 inches long, woven around leafy twigs, and about 4 feet above the ground. We filmed their construction skills, and they seemed unperturbed.
An active little place, isn't it?
Yeah. Trimming twigs for a better view was not a good idea. Now it was time to set the cameras. Where would Bruin attack the nest? We hedged our bets and circled the hornet's nest with 4 cameras set at 90-degree angles to one another. We'll set this to go in a few minutes. We used the tree trunks to hide each camera from being viewed by the others. This allowed for some interesting lighting effects. The cameras began their work when Sammy triggered the hornet's nest. Then a stray cat paused to ponder the nest. Black-tailed jackrabbits and black-tailed deer came and went, as did a striped skunk. Though fond of honeybees, the skunk was no threat to the nest. The gray fox, on the other hand, seemed to take notice. Neighbor Ted, however, was the most attentive visitor. 3 weeks after setting the cameras, he noticed the dangling remains of the nest and the small squadron of angry hornets. We waited 3 more days at a safe distance before collecting the SD cards. Bruin triggered 2 of the cameras at 2:53 a.m. The backlighting imbued the live oak with an eerie glow, perhaps like the biblical burning bush. He calmly took his seat, as if girding his loins for the punishing meal he was about to begin. Then he gingerly guided the nest and its twig to his jaws. Evidently, the hornets didn't release their attack pheromone until Bruin chomped down on the papier-mâché sandwich. When he pursued some fallen tidbits, the hornets mustered their defenses on the nest. When he resumed his meal, his muzzle became the target of their stingers. Bruin just pawed them off to continue his meal. At this point, he turned his attention to the ground and hoovered up the fallen wasps. If they were stinging his tongue and lips, you couldn't tell. He gobbled them down without a hint of pain. When Bruin returned to the nest, he found only a few scattered hornets and some tattered remnants of papier-mâché. The comb containing the tender larvae was already in his stomach, but there were still a few confused hornets on the ground. His lethargic exit was the last clip on the camera. The whole thing, from start to finish, took exactly 5 minutes. Gray Fox examined the scene at 9:45 the next night. She made 2 visits, and I'm sure she figured out exactly what happened.